Good day, everyone. This is Lois with Diamonds and Things, coming to you from the Northeast on a beautiful day. I hope everyone is doing well, and I hope your weather is holding up and it's finally cooled down a little bit where you are. Excuse me. So today is my stitch along, stitch and chat, whatever you would like to call it. I am going to be working on painting a painting fairy cross stitch, and this is what it, hold on, I'll pull you out. And this is what I'm working on. I'm going to try this without my glasses and on my Q-snap. So we'll see how this goes, because I owe Painting Fairy a video this week. I had to work the last 2 days, so it took me time to recover. So here I am. So I don't know if I'm fully recovered, but I'm gonna give it a go and see how it works. If you're new here, I thank you for dropping by. I hope you'll like, subscribe, and comment, and hit that notification bell if you like what you see and you want to come back, see what else I have to offer. I am a collaborator with Painting Fairy, and I do have a coupon code, which I will link down in the description, which will give you 5% off. If you feel like going to their website, it is fairycrossstitch.com. They have all sorts of goodies there for you. They have needles and bobbins like this. Wonderful cross stitches, of course, as you can see. This is, I can't even, I was going to say I can't even show this to you because I've got it in my Q-snap, but I think this is like 300 by 400. It is a 14 count. It's called Flower Garden, Lantern Flower Garden. It has 118 colors, and I know a lot of you are familiar with Painting Fairy because they're such a wonderful company to work for, as you can see. Their symbols are wonderful. Whoops, sorry, it was really close there. Let me see if I can fix that. You can see their symbols are very clear, and they have wonderful Egyptian cotton floss to work with. They have Ada cloth, all sorts of tools, and their kits range anywhere from like 99 cents to all the way up to, I don't even know what the most expensive one is, but I'll tell you, the quality is definitely worth it. I was working on another company's cross stitch. I got it off of Temu, and I'll tell you, it does not compare at all to symbol wise. It's just, I mean, you can read it, but I mean, it's all right, but the quality, even the Ada cloth feels different, and they use the ecology cotton floss, which is okay, but it does ravel a little bit. But yeah, check out Painting Fairy. They are really good. I always look forward to receiving a new product from them because it's always so beautiful. I mean, this has, like I said, 118 colors, and a lot of them are blended colors. And this is their schematic, whatever you want to call it. And they box off the same symbols in each box. As you can see, I don't know how to explain it any better. It's like halfway through the day, and then my brain's not even functioning right. So, but as you can see, they put all the same symbols together, and it makes it so much easier to find what you're looking for. And you don't even really need this because their legend on the canvas, as you can see how clear that legend is, and they always have it. They're always serged. The kits are serged all the way around, so I don't have to worry about raveling. Whoops, sorry. And yeah, they're really good. I really appreciate them letting me work with them and showing their product to you. So let's get on with the show and see how well this does without my, see how well I do without my glasses today, so bear with me. And unfortunately, I'm not at a point in my financial life where I can afford one of they have great stands and frames. I'm hoping to possibly purchase one of each of the stands or the frames, so please bear with me. I'm doing this one-handed. I'm holding my Q-snap and working like that, so the camera might be tilted sometimes, or the canvas might be tilted sometimes, and I understand if you can't deal with that, that's fine. I just appreciate you stopping by. So I should do this from the other way. This is a 2-strand, because it's a 14 count, and I just did it the other way. All right, so I'm going to do the loop method, and I have to turn this over, because I meant to start it the other way, but it's all right. Just bear with my white table for a minute, and I'll get it started, and we'll get going. Oh, sheepers creepers. We might get going. I always start out, I always mess up on my videos, so I apologize. All right, I'm gonna put you on pause for a minute, for Pete's sake, sorry. Okay, sorry about that. I know you couldn't tell that I was gone, but my camera's shaking, of course. Never fails, I mess up on the first go round here, don't I? So, as I said, I'm going to try to work on this through my camera without my glasses, because I found out last week when I did my video, or the last one I did, that with my glasses on, they are like so magnified that when I look in the camera, it's closer with, oh, for God's sakes. What's with this? Sorry. All right. I swear. You're going to see a little knot in my thread, and I'm not going to take it out just because I can pop it through, but I don't know if that ever happens to you. Like right there. But I don't want to start over, and so I hope you'll bear with me, but yeah, that happens to me often. I don't understand why that happened, because this is not like it's a really long thread, but so I'm going to pull you out again. So this is as much as I've gotten done on this, and I'll put a picture up in the right hand corner, but I've been trying to work on this week, and that's how much I've gotten done. Not just this week, but a lot of it was this week, but I just wanted to show you that, because it's so large that it's gonna, well, if you do cross stitch, you know how long things take. So, but I'm just gonna keep working on this, because I really like this, even though there's a lot of blue, but it's all right. I didn't think of that when I bought it, and that's kind of blurry, isn't it? Sorry, I don't mean to make you sick. I think that's better. If I can find my needle. Obviously, I'm not one of these perfectionists when it comes to making videos. I'm just, I'm just the real thing, so. maybe once I can get a stand in that, I'll be more precise. That's just, it's the real thing. Possibly if I can get it in there. There we go. Actually, that's too close. There we go. Oh, this is a bad day. Yeah, that's not gonna work. All right, hold on, folks. Okay, so I fixed my problem. And I will continue on here, jibber jabbering. If you're, a lot of people just listen to YouTube people and just chit-chatting away, and if you're watching, you know that I make bloopers. So, like I was saying, I'm not a perfectionist, although I like things to be nice and smooth, but that's not real life all the time. So, and when you don't have a awesome setup like some people do, things are going to happen. And even when they have a great setup, stitching boo-boos happen. So I hope you're tolerant of people making mistakes, and if you're not, well, there's other places to watch those people. So I'm just happy that you're here, and I hope you are having a great day. Whoops, and a nice Labor Day weekend. Oops, I'm sorry if I was off screen there. Trying to watch what I'm doing here, and which is a good thing. But I can't see you through my camera just because I have a ring light and there's a bar camera holder in the middle of it. So if I move it one way, I can't see what I'm doing in my camera. So that's why sometimes I'm off center. So I'm trying to, whoops, like that. I'm trying to work through my camera. And sometimes it doesn't work very well. So, but I hope you can see that okay. And, even if, it's one thing about watching on your phone, you can always zoom in on your phone if the way I film is not close enough for you. Just zoom in on your phone. I'm sure many people know that, but because I do that all the time if I want to see somebody's stitching. What the heck just happened there? All right, well, I'll have to fix that after. All right, back to the center here. And I chose this spot because it's in the middle of my frame anyway. And so I could put the picture up in the right-hand corner, and the picture will not block the stitching. Yeah, I was thinking with this Q-snap, I mean, they're good. I was thinking of trying to make some kind of a substitute stand, but I really didn't know what I would use. I have a stand that my daughter gave me, but it doesn't open up wide enough to hold the Q-snaps, and it works really good, but like I said, it doesn't open up wide enough. And I actually wanted to work on one of the one of my other painting fairies, but they're just so large. I have to figure out how to work on them while I'm videotaping, and because they're so big, and I have to stitch in hand basically, so it's kind of hard. I tried it this past week and it just was not possible for me anyway to figure it out. If somebody has an idea, I would love to hear it. So I can't even see how much time I have on that I've been on here. All right, let me go to the next row. No, let me do that. So what are y'all working on? I'd love you to, that's gonna come out in a minute, put a comment down below. I know I have several people who always comment, watch me and comment, and I appreciate them. I love reading people's comments, and be kind. People who have been responding have been very nice, and I appreciate that. And I mean, if you don't like what I'm doing, that's fine too. I'm sure if you don't, you'll go on to somebody else, because there's plenty of us out there. If you hear a kid crying, it's because I have my windows open because it's so nice. Once it's nice out like this, I open all my windows just because I'm a fresh air person. I would rather have my windows open than the air on any day, except for when it's, obviously, 90 to, 100 degrees or whatever. So, even when it's, lower than that and the humidity is too much. But I like my electric bill when it's this temperature, and I don't have to run my AC. So I worked yesterday. I picked up 2 8-hour shifts at the store where I work. I won't do that again. My thread keeps coming out because I think the needle I'm using is the eye of the needle. I don't know what size it is. I want to say it might be a 28, and I missed one there. Oh, I know what that is. I didn't miss it. Okay. It must be a 28, because if I'm not, correct me if I'm wrong, but the larger the number, the bigger the hole. Is that right? Or is it the other way around? Because the eye of the needle is pretty big in this one. Let me know if you can see this okay. And last time I was on, I said I was going to work on smaller ones, but I've got a couple 18 counts, which I'm not going to do on camera just because I will have to use my glasses, and not that that's bad, but the ones I'm using are like really strong. And like I said, 18 count is too much without my glasses. So, and when I have my glasses on, like I mentioned, things are closer to me, but they're not as close in actuality. So it makes it look too far away when you watch the video. But hopefully down the road I'll have a better setup. We'll see. So I have an interview at a store Wednesday. And I talked to the manager to set up the interview. It seemed pretty positive, so I'm hoping. That means I will not work for Burlington anymore, because I'm not working 2 jobs. I'm too old for that crap. And I don't want to work for Burlington any longer than I have to. They made, and I said this in one of my diamond painting video whipping chats, I believe, quite a while back, but they opened I'm working at a new store, new location, and in the first month, they opened their hard opening, their official opening was June 27th. Their soft opening was 2 days before, which is a soft opening is just they're open, but they don't announce it to the public. You can just, if you walk by, you can come in and shop. So in the first month, they made $1 million. And I'll tell you what, the business has not slowed down, and they will not, I don't know if you know retail, and I don't know a big deal about it, but a lot about it. But the stores are given a certain amount of hours that they can have people work, is what I'm assuming. Because most of us, the people I've talked to about it, only your hours that you're assigned to work are so, they go from 4 hours to 4 or 5 hour shifts to like nothing sometimes. So I'm fixing my thread, sorry. So it's very annoying. 1 week I can have a whole 4 hours to work, and how does anybody, not that I'm trying to live off of working at Burlington, that's additional income for me. But, how do they even expect people to be satisfied with 4 to 5 hours a week? It's ridiculous. And so you can pick up hours if people post it. So I was scheduled Friday 8 hours, which is a lot to work at that store, because it's steady, constant, steady. It's just ridiculous. And people spending $200, $300, $400 worth on clothes, and I mean, it's great that they can do that. So I was lucky and picked up a shift, an 8-hour shift for Saturday, and I say lucky only financially, because it's just, I don't want to have to beg for hours to work. So my interview is with a grocery store, and I won't have to do layaways or returns or anything like that at a grocery store. And I'd rather do that than deal with, and I know grocery stores can be busy, but I'm hoping the atmosphere is better at the grocery store. And I've worked at a grocery store before, just bagging groceries, and I don't know, it's just a better environment. Burlington's is just, it's loud, noisy, constant noise, and my ears can't have a hard time dealing with it. So Sorry if I was just off screen. That's not right. All right, well, I'm not sure how long I've been on here, but I'm tired of making mistakes, and I'm sure you're tired of seeing them if you're still here watching. So I appreciate you dropping by. Sorry for the frustratedness. I get frustrated when I make mistakes on camera because, I mean, I make them off camera, but, you know, I'm just glad you joined me, and I hope you all have a great rest of your day and a better day tomorrow. You take care. Bye-bye.